Good evening, America.
What's up?
It's now 6:40, approximately. January the 6th, I believe it is. I'm getting my days mixed up
It's
here.
6.
Yeah. But this is serious. Obviously, a lot of people have been talking about this already.
Yep, we're late.
Obviously, we're late, and trying to wait for MSN, mainstream media, to come out and inform you on certain situations like this and give you the truth. It's not really smart. So, yeah. Actually, I had to find out from different alternative media, online, of course, watching, like YouTube and stuff, different things, different people coming out talking about it. And, yeah, so
It's disgusting.
it's very, very much so. Of course, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the videos. They've taken them down now off of offline. So you had to kind of put it together wherever you find it from other people talking about it in their videos. But yeah, it's very disgusting. So, young mentally challenged individual in Chicago is kidnapped by 4 young individuals, 2 men, 2 women. Yes, men, women, not kids, not children. These were grown-tailed men and women. So he's kidnapped for up to like 2 days or something like that. Yeah. They kidnap him and they terrorize him. Yeah, these are pretty much basically terrorists. They would be classified as terrorists. They were inciting terror into this individual, and more so than that, I mean, they beat him, kicking him, like vulgar remarks towards him, even cut his hair and cutting his scalp. Yeah,
like they freaking Comanche Indians. I don't.
Yeah, they to the white meat. You can see the white meat in the video on his head. So for those who haven't seen it, it's pretty much it's very disturbing. And that was like the video was like 30 minutes long. And the stupid thing about it is ridiculous. They Facebook live streamed the whole thing
because they're stupid.
That's very.
They claim that the media claimed that the boy was mentally challenged, but I think that they were mentally challenged. Like, how you gonna put this up on Facebook and think that nothing's gonna happen? You're stupid.
And I'm not. I don't know this for sure, but you can. This wasn't their first time doing something like out of the way and criminal. I'm pretty sure if you look into it, they probably have done other things in the past. So yeah. And like I said, it's bad. The whole situation is terrible. But for us, I don't live near Chicago. A lot of people don't. So they go and they want to find out things. You hear in the news and the mainstream media, from what they push out there, you want to hear the truth. Obviously, you're not going to get that from them because they dumb it down. So that's more so upsetting to me. There are people who are trying to hear the truth and hear things, and they don't get it when they watch the news, basically, because they try to dumb it down.
Yeah, because they got an agenda they want to push.
They say, well, at first, now it's come out that they're finally convicting them of hate crime.
But they're saying it's not race related.
Yeah, but so now they're trying to figure out if it's a race related hate crime.
You didn't make this distinction. Everybody already know it, but it was for black people, black people that kidnapped a little mentally challenged white boy.
And that's not even the worst part of it.
If it had been 4 white people kidnapping a mentally challenged
young black man, spewing out rhetoric about Obama, talking about it, because they were kicking him, saying F Trump.
They made him drink out of the toilet.
They made him drink out of the toilet.
They made him drink
they degrade the guy.
Of the toilet.
Yeah, they degrade the guy. And like I said, you want to go to mainstream media, especially older people. You want to hear the truth. You don't hear the truth. You don't hear it. They dumb it down. At first, it took them the longest time to even classify it as a hate crime. Crime is crime. Hate crime. If you do the crime, you should get charged for it.
When you say multiple times, we hate white people,
F white people,
stuff like that, and made the boy say, "I love black people."
Racially charged.
Make him repeat it. Yeah, that's racially charged. Yeah, that is a hate crime. A racially charged hate crime.
Well, they still haven't classified it as that, but they have classified it as hate crime. I mean, there's no way to get around that, but it took them a whole day to actually consider it a hate crime. That's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. And like I said, if the shoe were on the other foot, I don't understand how they don't see the double standard here.
Because it's fair, because it doesn't matter, because
And you got like, on CNN, I'm so sick of Don Lemon coming out and say, well, because they had a panel up there. Of course, I'm pretty sure most people saw on CNN. They had the panel up there, and you got people saying, that this is evil. And Don Lemon comes and says, I don't think it's evil. They just had, bad upbringing. It's not evil.
It's not evil.
The act of it, they didn't say the kids were, but the act of it.
Off the street. You kidnap them, you gag them, you tie them
up.
And
he's weak. He's like not, you don't go and get the biggest, baddest white person
somebody that can't defend themselves.
Exactly.
Like,
you don't go get like a John Cena or something out there. You can go get is he mentally challenged? And
I hadn't seen the video. I had like heard about it in the news and stuff. So I finally went and looked at it today. I looked at the video, I watched the whole video, and I was highly disgusted and highly ticked off.
It irks you, and it churns my stomach, because I'm like, not churn my stomach, I don't have a weak stomach, but just to see his head scalp up to the white meat, and it really a fire in my belly, because I was really upset.
And it's not even the fact that he was white. It's the fact that you go pick a mentally challenged person and you treat them like this.
And they're
what
not
goes
getting
on in your head? Like,
justice is not being served for this young man. If anybody is being, if anybody is basically having the short end of the stick here in America right now, it's white people. Honestly, because this guy, especially since Obama's been in office, he was supposed to help race relations, but race relations are worse than ever now in the past 8 years. With the Mike Brown, the Trayvon Martin, all this stuff is blowing out of proportion. Even with the hands up, don't shoot, that ended up coming out that was a lie. But you didn't need evidence for them to go riding in the streets. You didn't need the evidence. Oh, black man dies. Oh, let's go. You don't need any evidence. But now, we don't know what the case is. This might not have been a hate crime. Just hold on. But if it was on the shoe on the other foot, the roles will switch. There will not be any need for waiting or any evidence coming out. Just like
let's go burn our city.
Michael Xavier Johnson with the shooting and killings of the cops in Dallas. No, they wanted to wait. Wait. We don't know who did it. We don't know the facts. We don't know who killed these guys, these cops. We don't know. It's a black guy. Came out, but we wanted to wait for the facts then. But anytime there's a black man killed, cop did it. Let's go, streets, riding, let's go.
No waiting, no analyzing.
Double standard. And the media kills it. They push this narrative so it's ridiculous. Like I said. And even with the election and everything, they tied things back to Trump. Just like that. Just like clockwork. Anytime someone went down, it's Trump's rhetoric. It's Trump's rhetoric. It's Trump's rhetoric.
What's the tie now? What's the tie to this?
They don't want to tie. My thing is they demonize
the Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. They demonize an individual for tying this to Black Lives Matter.
But when Trump says something, it's his rhetoric that did it.
Yeah. So how come it can't be Black Lives Matter's rhetoric?
Black Lives Matter rhetoric, because they're not a group.
Yeah.
It's a movement. It's not a set.
It's like an ideology. It's like
set solid group.
No.
It's an ideology. It's a thought process. Yeah. It's a movement.
They all don't gather together every weekend for a meeting or something. No.
It's very fluid. Black Lives Matter is fluid. Black Lives Matter is a thought process. Black Lives Matter is a movement.
I feel like I'm part of this. I can go do this, but you're still associated with it because you associate yourself with it.
And they say they don't incite violence, but they follow freaking Asasha Shakur.
Ashata Shakur.
How you say her name?
Ashata. I shot the cop.
Really, Joe?
Convicted cop killer.
Asasha.
Now over in Europe. In Cuba.
They follow her.
Political side.
And they chant her name and
at their rallies, yeah.
And they love her to death.
Because we killing cops now. This is what they do.
But they don't incite violence.
And this has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter's rhetoric at all. This is just teens like Don Lemon says. So these are just teens young people who just, they had bad upbringing. Really. Let's get real. Let's be 100% real. It needs to be, this whole double standard, it has to be checked. And we have to look into it. And we have to be the ones to stand up to talk about it, because mainstream media is not going to do their job. It's clear that they're not going to do their job. CNN, NBC, all these pretty much government-run news stations, they're not doing their job. They're not reporting as they should on the truth and the facts and giving us, the people, the truth. So that we can make our own. And I guess they just feel like we're stupid and that we just don't deserve to make our own decisions. So It's ridiculous.
That's how most of them.
Wake up, people! Wake up.
For 2 days.
Because this isn't the end of this.
2 days, man. They terrorized this kid's whole life. He was minding his.
He'll never be the same. He will never be the same.
You gonna torture the kid like that, and then you wonder why black people have a bad name, cause idiots like you do crap like that.
Exactly. So
that's why.
Whether you want to tie it back and we want to try to talk about it and figure out, okay, what's the problem? But as I said, if it was on shoe on other foot, we wouldn't need to talk about it. We wouldn't need to talk about this kid's upbringing.
The case would have been shut already. The case would have been an over the shut case. Would have been over with.
That's just race-filled hatred. Is all it is. It's
and
hatred.
For all the black people out there, black people, like I said, you've seen all the videos. I don't consider myself as like black per se. I'm just an American, but for the sake of the conversation, for all you black people out there that think it's okay to treat white people like crap and say that black people can't be racist towards white people because white people are above us and we're the oppressed ones, you're an idiot. I'm saying it right now. You're being very ignorant and being very stupid. It's a stupid thought process. You could be just as racist as anybody else.
I mean, just by definition.
You can be just as racist as anybody else. And majority of the time, you are. When you act like that, that's racist.
That's hatred to the core.
You're an evil individual. To even do... These people are evil individuals. The one that did this, they are evil individuals. Yeah. Evil. Just straight up evil. You can turn it and twist it all you want to and try to make it not as bad. It's horrible.
Completely.
These people should be like
level. Outraged.
To the highest extent of the law, they should be prosecuted.
Exactly. To the highest extent.
To
this
the
is
highest
no different
extent.
than the roof guy, the one who went in the church
nothing.
and shot up the people at church. He's no better. These people are no better.
They gonna probably give him a plea, boy.
These were these were not kids. Stop trying to make it like, oh, but they just weren't brought up.
They are
these
18
were grown,
and
18 and older. Yeah, they were grown.
You don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not
anybody
like
with any type of decency.
It's not Dennis the Menace.
You don't do crap like that. You don't do stuff like that to other human beings.
They should be highly punished for justice to be served for this young man.
I know some people are thinking, cause I just said that, but white people they ain't even human.
That's the story for another day.
Go check yourself. Really go check yourself.
Cause that act was inhuman. By younger black men and women, that act was completely inhuman. Inhumane. You just take it. I mean, I can't even fathom, I can't even think of being able to be in that scenario, being the one on the other side with the camera, or being the one being filmed doing that to another
human being. And not beating the crap out of the other three. Or however many it was.
It's ridiculous.
You don't do stuff like that. I come in and you got a kid tied up, a mentally challenged kid. I'm whooping every one of y'all. You don't do stuff like that. Folks ain't got no home training. Folks don't consider other people, man. They just think about themselves.
Well, that's society with that.
How important their little ignorant, stupid lives are.
Yeah, it makes you upset. Just thinking about it.
Do stuff, man.
And I pray that they feel convicted. And I said the mother needs to just take them, since they hate white people so much. I'm pretty sure she may be the cause, but somebody needs to take them, beat the tails, take them over to Africa, leave them there for about 2 years, then come back, and they're still living. Bring them back over here and make them apologize to the young man. And then he accepts their apology.
Toilets.
Yeah, that'll probably just that alone probably be enough. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if justice is served in this situation. But yeah. Until then, all we can do is continue to fight for the Constitution with these. Think critically, logically.
Not like those.
And with love. So that
hopefully we'll never have to use these.
I don't want to.
Until next time.
I might.
Peace.
Deuces.